Hari Hari Bol. Shri Shri Radha Kalachandji. Hari Bol. Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Gauri Vaishnavinda ki jai. ISKCON founder, BBG founder, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Shri Haridas Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem Krishna Ho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vashali Gaura Bhaktivinoda Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shamakun Radha Gunagiri Govardhana ki jai. Shri Vrindavana Dhamma ki jai. Mayapur Dhamma ki jai. Jagannath Puri Dhamma ki jai. Tulsi Maharani ki jai. Bhakti Devi ki jai. Yamuna Ganga Devi ki jai. Samaveda Bhakti Vrinda ki jai. Sankirtan Jaga ki jai. Transcendental Book Distribution ki jai. Prasadam Distribution ki jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Krishna Sai Bhutale Srimate Namo Krishna Goswami Krishna Sai Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vinod Swami.
So we'll have Srimad Bhagavatam class. Before that, before the Srimad Bhagavatam class, we'll do Jaya Radha Madhava, and then we'll start. जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जय गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपीजन गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजना यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजनाय यमुना तीरा बनचारी यमुना तीरा यमुना तीरा बनचारी यमुना जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय जय गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजना यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजना यमुना तीरा बनचारी यमुना तीरा बनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा राम 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 हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद श्रील प्रभुपाद जय 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 प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव जय नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। So we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8, verse number 29. That old pattern we are having. So we'll recite the verse first, then translation, and then we'll go for the purport. So if you have mobile, you can pull the verse. Canto 1, Chapter 8, verse number 29. Prayers of Queen Kunti. So verse goes. Na veda kaschid bhagamanschikirsitam tavehan manasya nidam vidambanam nayasya kaschid daitasti karachid देशस्य यस्मिन् विषमामतिर्नृणाम् न वेद कश्चिद् भगवांश्चिकीर्षितम् तवेहमानस्य नृणां विडम्बनम् न यस्य कश्चिद् दैतस्ति करचिद् देशस्य यस्मिन् विषमामतिर्नृणाम् न वेद कश्चिद् भगवांश्चिकीर्षितम् तवेहमानस्य नृणां विडम्बनम् न यस्य कश्चिद् दैतस्ति करचिद् देशस्य यस्मिन् विषमामतिर्नृणाम् Please recite. न वेद कश्चिद् भगवांश्चिकीर्षितम् तवेहमानस्य नृणां विडम्बनम् न यस्य कश्चिद् दैतस्ति करचिद् देशस्य यस्मिन् विषमामतिर्नृणाम् न वेद कश्चिद् भगवांश्चिकीर्षितम् तवेहमानस्य नृणां विडम्बनम् न यस्य कश्चिदयितस्ति करचित् देशश्च यस्मिन् विषमामति नृणाम्. Very nice, thank you, Prabhu. Next, please. न वेद कश्चिद् भगवंश्चिकीर्षितम् तवेहमानस्य नृणां विडम्बनम्. न यस्य कश्चिदयितस्ति करचित् द्वेषश्च यस्मिन् विषमामति नृणाम्. न वेद कश्चिद् भगवंश्चिकीर्षितम् तवेहमानस्य नृणां विडम्बनम्. न यस्य कश्चिदयितस्ति करचित् देशश्च यस्मिन् विषमामति नृणाम्. न वेद कश्चिद् भगवंश्चिकीर्षितम् तवेहमानस्य नृणां विडम्बनम्. न यस्य कश्चिदयितस्ति करचित् द्वेषस्य यस्मिन् विषमामति नृणाम्. So this is very, very nice verse. Anybody else would like? Almost everybody. So this goes in the different meters. So like Chadul meter also can go, and this meter we read that is the very universal for the Srimad Bhagavatam. We can read that in the Bhagavad Gita, the 4 lines verses are there, like Sarvasya Chaham Hirdisa Nivishto, on that meter. Na veda kaschid bhagavanschikirsitam tavehamanasya nidam vidammanam na yasya kaschid daitasti karachid desyascha yasamin visamamatirninam. So we'll do word to word translation. Na does not, Veda no, Kaschid anyone, Bhagavan O Lord, Karachi Chikirtistam past times, Tava your Ihamanasya, like the worldly man, Nirnam, of the people in general, Vidammanam, misleading, Na, never, Yasya, his, Kaschid, anyone, Daitaha, object of specific favor, Asti, there is, Karachit, anywhere, Devasyaha, Dvesasyaha, yeah, object of envy, Cha, and Yasmin, unto him, Bisma, yeah, partiality, Mati, conception, Nirnam, of the people. And the word to, and the translation by His Divine Grace Abhay Charna Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O Lord, no one can understand your transcendental pastimes, which appears to be human and so are misleading. You have no specific object of favor, nor do have any object of envy. People only imagine that you are partial. And the purport by His Divine Grace Savai Charana Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The Lord, mercy upon the fallen soul, is equally distributed. He has no one as the specific object of hostility. The every conception of personality of Godhead as a human being is misleading. His pastimes appears to be exactly like a human being, but actually they are transcendental and without any tinge of material contamination. He is undoubtedly known as partial to his pure devotees, but in fact he is never partial, as much as the sun is never partial to anyone. By utilizing the sun rays, someone, even the stones, becomes valuable. By utilizing the sun rays, sometimes even the stones become valuable, whereas a blind man cannot see the sun, although there are enough sun rays before him. Darkness and light are two opposite conceptions. But this does not mean that the sun is partial in distributing the rays. The sun rays are open to everyone, but the capacities of receptacles differ. Foolish people think that devotional service is flattering the Lord to get special mercy. Factually, the pure devotees who are engaged in transcendental loving service of the Lord are not a mercantile community. A mercantile house renders service to someone in exchange of values. The pure devotee does not render service unto the Lord for such exchange, and therefore the full mercy of the Lord is open to him. Suffering men, needy men, inquisitive persons, or philosophers make temporary connection with the Lord to serve particular purpose. When the purpose is served, there is no more relation with the Lord. A suffering man, if he is pious to all, prays to the Lord for his recovery. But as soon as the recovery is over, the most cases the suffering man no longer care to keep any connection with the Lord. The mercy of the Lord is open to him, but he is reluctant to receive it. That is difference between a pure devotee and a mixed devotee. Those who are completely against the service of the Lord are considered to be in abject darkness. Those who ask for the Lord's favor only at the time of necessity are partial recipient of the mercy of the Lord. And those who are 100% engaged in the service of the Lord are full recipient of the mercy of the Lord. Such partiality in receiving the Lord's mercy is relative to the recipient, and it is not due to the partiality of the all-merciful Lord. When the Lord descends on this material world by his all-merciful energy, he plays like a human being, and therefore it appears to the Lord is the partial to the devotee only. But that is not a fact. Despite such apparent manifestation of the partiality, his mercy is equally distributed. In the battlefield of Kurukshetra, all persons who died in the fight before the presence of the Lord got salvation without the necessary qualifications because death before the presence of the Lord purifies the passing soul from the effects of the sins, and therefore the therefore the dying man gets a place somewhere in the transcendental abode. Somehow or other, if someone puts himself open in the sun rays, he is sure to get the requisite benefit both by heat and by ultraviolet rays. Therefore, the conclusion is that the Lord is never partial. It is wrong for people in general to think of him as partial. So very, very nice purport. Prabhupada has, transparently, like sun rays, light is very transparent. Similarly, he has given this purport, which is very, very clear, and we can understand that. We will have the discussion. I will take the mercy of the Vaishnavas, Prabhupada, Lord, and then we will start the discussion for this verse. Om Agyana Timiraganasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruye Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Bandeham Sri Gura Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Guran Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatan Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Savedatam Savadutam Parjana Shaitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakha Naminstamcha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyamadi Paschata Desatarine Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Tinamine Sri Vrisabhanave Devi Daita Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhurujala Premadhya Sri Rupanuga Bhaktida Sri Gaura Karuna Sakti Vigrahaye Namastute Namaste Gauravani Sri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Virudhapa Siddhanta Dhvanta Harine Namo Gaura Kisoraya Sakshad Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambha Rasamvada Padambujaye Te Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namine Gaura Sakti Sarupaya Rupanuaya Varyate Gaura Virbhava Bhumesta Nideshta Sajana Priya Vaishnava Sarvabhama Sri Jagannathaya Te Namaha Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Vayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaurati Sanamaha Panchatattva Kam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Sarupakam Bhakta Avataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakti Saktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Sri Radha Kanta Namastute Jayatam Surto Pangor Mama Mandir Matirgati Mat Sarvam Padambaja Sri Radha Madan Mohanam Divya Vindaranya Kalpa Drumadaha Srimad Ratnagada Sinhastanato Srimad Radhasila Govinda Devo Presta Livi Sebyamano Asmarami Sriman Rasara Saramvi Vansi Vartate Shrita Karsanave Ben Gopinatha Sri Astuna Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Sirade Brinda Baneswari Brisabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Brinda Hare Nam Eva Kevalam Kalau Nastev Nastev Gatirannatha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So this verse is very, very important one. And I'll read once translation and then we'll go for the discussion. O Lord, no one can understand your transcendental pastime, which appears to be human and so are misleading. You have no specific object of favor, nor do you have any object of envy. People only imagine that you are partial. People imagine that you are partial. Those who do not have faith in Krishna, those who are not, like thinking they are having envy with Krishna. Like they think like going to the temple is waste of time. Going to the temple, those who are only distressed, they are going to the temple. And so they develop themselves like enviousness to the Lord, like because they see like those who are going, they are very pious, they are good in nature, they are honest, they are truthful. And if I also follow, how can I survive? How can I survive with the truthfulness? Because I have all the bad habits. I have to, so giving up the bad habit is also become very, very tough for those people who are in the mode of ignorance. So seeing good people become, they become envious. And since the devotees are getting mercy of the Lord, so they start, envy to the Lord also. So that's what here it is given. The Lord, Kunti Maharani is clarifying that Lord is not partial. So Krishna himself declares very loudly, very clearly in Bhagavad Gita. So samoham sarvabhutesu name dvesati na priyaha ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya maite tesu chapyaham. So samoham, I am equal to everyone. Samoham sarvabhutesu means for all living entity, not only human being only, not only devotee only, not only animals only, not all, even the plants, insect and everyone. Samoham sarvabhutesu name dvesati. Dvesati, here also Kunti Maharani is mentioned dvesati, so in the verse, name dvesati, I do not envy to anyone. Krishna is saying, I do not envy to anyone. Name dvesati na priyaha. And I am not, favor to anyone. Krishna is saying, I am not partial to anyone. Krishna is saying that I am not partial to anyone. So samoham sarvabhutesu name dvesati na priyaha ye bhajanti. But those who render service unto me, ye bhajanti to mam bhaktya, to me, maite tesu chapyam. So they are my friend. They are my friend. So if someone is friend to someone, Prabhu is my friend, so Prabhu is in difficulty. So if he is in difficulty, by knowing only that he is in difficulty, I will ask Prabhu, let me know if you have any help, if you need any help, right? That is our nature. By the nature, this is the perverted reflection what we have. That is in the spiritual world. Lord is himself is having that. If somebody is in difficulty, so Lord help him, because all are the mame vanso jiva lauko jiva bhuta sanatana. All are part and parcel of the Lord. And Lord also says like, aham bija pradapita. I am supreme father for everyone. So somebody is in difficulty and he renders service. Someone who renders service. So he become friend. So once we become friend to the Lord Kalachandji is here. So we must have noticed, like in all difficulty situation, just we sometimes notice in the difficulty situation, Lord has given, like helped us, Lord has protected us, Lord has maintained us. But if you think, if you meditate on this, every second, every moment, Lord protect us. Otherwise, so many calamities are going on, so many difficulties are going on, so many problems are going on. Devotees are calmly, coolly, they are chanting. They are chanting. Yes, in the material world, for suffering, little suffering will come, because that is byproduct with the this Panchabhuta body, that is the gross body and subtle body. So that will come, and that is also for coming for the, so that we can render more service to the Lord. We can remember more to the Lord. That's what Kunti Maharani in the previous verse, she was saying that Vipada Santu Tasasvat Tatra Tatra Jagadguru. If you give little difficulty, if you give difficulty, I remember more and more to you. So that's here. So how then Lord become friend? So those who are rendering service to the Lord become friend. So if others are seeing that those who are in the mode of ignorance, or those who are having demoniac nature, those who are having bad quality, those who are, so by seeing that only they should start, like inclined to the Lord, like the devotees are getting favor, because the devotees are becoming friend. So one should not do the, one should not become envious. So how, because sometime, Prabhupada, if you remember there, when in the Duryodhan has called in their Rajasuya Yagna on that time, so Yudhishthira Maharaj was there, and all Pandavas were there, all Sabha were there, and Bhishma Pitama declared that the Agra Puja will be happening to the Krishna. So Sisupal become envious, right? So, he was already having envy to the Lord. He started, abusing the Lord. I mean, he started using the bad words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 97, 98. So Lord told, now you stop. I have given words to your mother, my aunt. If you cross 100, so that will be enough. So you will be no more. So he started, still offending. So offending means again he was using bad words. So 100, then Lord, chopped his head. So meaning here Lord is giving so much of chance to correct ourselves, so much of chance, those who are even envious, because Lord is thinking like they are my kids only, they are my son and daughter. So Lord, because Lord is telling himself in the Bhagavad Gita, Aham bija pradapita, I am Supreme Father for everyone. So just be corrected and come back. Lord never try to punish anyone. Lord never try to punish anyone. Lord always gives the mercy. That's what, it's a very, very important verse given in the Bhagavatam, that Samasritaye padapalva palvam, means those who take my shelter, I protect them, all the time. Padam yad vipadam natisam, means every step there is the danger. So every step I protect. And how I protect, what I do for that? So suppose somebody is getting misery, like a kind of ocean of the misery, Lord reduce it and give it the water fits in the footprint of a cup. So small misery we get kind of, for what? So that we will become attentive. Otherwise, having material opulence, again we will, start thinking like we are the doer, we are the powerful, we are the, So how to understand this one very, as a layman? So suppose our kids, our daughter, son, they got fever. What we do, being parents? We take them to the hospital, right? Since they are small, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. So whatever the knowledge have, accordingly they will react. Okay, they will follow the parents. They went to the doctor. What doctor does? Doctor diagnose. Oh, he's having fever. He's having high fever now. So what doctor does? Injection, right? So that fever will be reduced and he will be free from the fever. So doctor, when doctor is giving injection, what happens? The kid is getting that, oh, pain, pain. I got pain. So what kid is thinking? Oh, my dad has bring here to the doctor, my mom has bring to the doctor, because of that I got pain. Right? Because of that I got pain. So what kid is thinking? Kid is not able to think like, whether the fever is not treated, then I can die also. I can get bigger problem. I can go for the kind of bed situation also, that, and later on one can die by suffering that, right? So kid is not thinking. That is our situation in this material world. When we get small problem, so Krishna is reduced so much a problem, like father, the parent, taking to the doctor and reducing that problem, like the suffering of the fever by just injection, and he is getting relief from the fever. So Lord, for us, he is reducing all the problems and giving a tinge of the problem, like a small problem, So sometimes, oh Krishna, why to me only? Oh Krishna, why to me? It could have, like a bigger and bigger that we could have not think. Like, so that will Lord help in that way. But same time Lord says that what? Lord says, Man mana bhav mad bhakto, madya ji mam namaskaru. No, madya ji mam namaskaru. So whenever devotee comes, if we see that those who are in mode of ignorance, they come simply, okay, that is fine for the initially, but when we understand, like Lord is present here, so when we understand Lord is present here, so what we do that? Mam namaskaru. Lord says that, pay obeisances unto me. So when we pay obeisances, when you notice, when we pay obeisances, we are surrendered. That's what Lord said, Sarva dharman paritajya mamekam saranam braja. So the best offering is to do the obeisances. The best offering is to do the obeisances to the Lord. That is the full surrender to the Lord. That on that time somebody hits also, knocks also, we cannot do. We cannot react because we are surrendered fully, to the Lord. So through the body, through the mind, through the words. While doing obeisances, what we do? So we, Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratisa Namaha. So, so that's what Lord is saying, that Manamanabhav Madabhakto Madhya ji mam namaskaru mam ivasi satyamte priti jane prayosi me. Then you become my friend. So once we become friend, so what? That we help, Lord help us. So that is what the problem of the Hiranyakasipu. What is saying that you killed my brother, Hiranyaksh, you killed, And you are saying in the Bhagavad Gita, Sammoham sarvatesu mame desatina priya. So you are saying that you are not partial. And you are taking favor of all the demigods. And you killed my brother. Right? So you are taking favor. How you are saying that you are not partial? You are partial. You are taking favor of all the demigods. And you killed my brother. That means you are envious to me. Right? Is this question valid? Hiranyakasipu's question looks to be valid, right? With the plain eye, if you see that. So that's what Prabhupada has given the purport, very, very nice way, the analogy of the sun. The sun, when sun rays, so sun rays will be going to the every entity, every living being, every non-living being also, and that's what Prabhupada has given, that by the light of the sun only, the stone also becomes shiny. What to speak of the human being? We get vitamin D, we get so many things, by the sunlight. By the sunlight, if you observe, if there is no sunlight, what happens? For the electricity bill, for the night, whatever the bulb we turn on, so we have to pay for that, right? Monthly $200, $100, whatever. So if Lord comes, that 50 years you have used daylights, whatever, so pay for that. Will you be able to pay? No. In COVID, people got the COVID, when people were suffering from COVID, they require additional oxygen right? Additional oxygen. So for the small container of the additional oxygen, they have to pay $100, $200, $500, $1,000, right? They have to pay, correct? For additional oxygen. And Lord's ministers, like Pavandev, is giving free oxygen every time. So Lord says, comes and say, like now it's 40 years you consume oxygen, 50 years you consume oxygen, pay for that. So by the rate of $100 for 7 days, 50 years, how much it will be? Can we pay that? But Lord is so merciful, He is giving all the resources. Lord said, Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante maam buddha bhav samanvitaha. Aham sarvasya prabhavo. Everything emanating from me, everything is coming from me. The air, the mountain, the sun ray and the moon ray, or whatever the things, vegetables we are eating, the vegetation, how it is happening from the moon itself. So, sammoham sarvute, aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravartate. Everything is coming from me. Mata sarvam pravartate. Iti matva bhajante man. But by knowing this, if we know this, and then we offer services to the Lord, and we understand Lord, then Lord become very, very, Lord treat us as a friend. So that's what we have to develop. By devotee, we all have like that inclination to the Lord, and that, because we are following the 9 devotional process, and we are following the 9 stages of process also. So by that way, because by following these processes, we come to understand that Lord is helping us, and we are friend of the Lord. So depends upon the whatever the rasa we can have that. So one can have that service attitude of the Lord, to serve Lord in all the respect, whatever the way we can serve to the Lord. That is the best service. Prabhupada says that is the best service, and we can become friend to the Lord, as Lord is saying in this verse. Kunti Maharani is saying in this verse, Lord is saying in the Bhagavad Gita, and then we can become parents to the Lord. Like we can have Ladu Gopals, and we can serve in that way. So still in that also we are serving. Arjuna was also serving, being friend. No matter whether we become service attitude, dasya, sakhya, and parental and conjugal. So in all way we have to serve. Gopis and Gopas were also serving to the Lord. So, yeah, Prabhuji. So we'll stop here.
Would you like to open for questions, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
Wants to discuss?
Yeah, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. And that was the point for the last. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, please.
Okay, thank you, Ramsham, for a very scholarly class. It was very, very, very exalted, very scholarly.
Thank you, Mataji. By your blessings.
Each verse led into another verse, and that's very rare. It might also help, Prabhu, it's just a comment, that if you would kindly quote the place where the verse is.
Yeah.
So stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, verse such and such, stated in, Bhagavad Gita. That's just a little comment.
Yeah, Mataji.
So
thank
if you could do
thank
that,
you very much. Mataji.
That way we can follow up. We can go home and we can see, okay, this is where he read this, and this is where he found this. I mean,
correct.
That way we can take your lesson.
Sure, Mataji.
More thoroughly.
I'll follow that.
So the question
Thank you,
is, we often hear, love me, love my dog.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your comprehension of that statement when Srila Prabhupada was very keen to say that? If you love me, you'll love my dog. So you see that someone is the dog of the spiritual master, and then you're able to evaluate that they're fully surrendered. So what would how do you comprehend that? Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. That is a very nice question. So let me repeat that question. Is that the question like you love me, then you love my dog, you are saying? Or Prabhupada also says, either you love God or you love dog. So that's the difference. But here, yeah. So,
I'm sorry, that's not my question.
yeah, that second was not the question. First was your question. Okay. So what Prabhupada says, like in Chaitanya Charitamrita, he has commented, like he was the dog in the Bengali, it is called kukur. Yeah, kukur. So I am your kukur. He himself says, I am your kukur. That's what Prabhupada is saying, that in his Jaladuta diary, Aniya Chejadi Prabhu Amare na chate. When we take dog will be just, sucking his tail, like here and there. It will be dancing here and there, So what Prabhupada is writing in the Jaladuta diary, Aniya Chejadi Prabhu, hey Lord, make me dance. For what purpose I have come to America by, leaving my land, and in this age I have come to America. So there is the purpose behind this. So make my purpose done. Let me know, dadami buddhi yogamtam. Open my mind, like what I have to do here and how things will happen. So Aniya Chejadi Prabhu Amare nachate. Nachate means dance. Make me dance. Aniya Chejadi Prabhu Amare nachate. Nachao, Prabhu nachao se mate. So many times nachao means like dog will be dancing here, like a wooden doll. So Prabhupada is saying, make me dance, Prabhu, make me dance. Means here, being a dog of the Lord, being a doll of a Lord, that's so like humbleness. It's we are very, very humble. That even Krishnadas Kabiraj Goswami says in Chaitanya Charitamrita, I would like to become an insect in stool, So I am so insignificant, So that's a humbleness that Prabhupada is saying that, I either, I become, accept me as a dog of your, so that I can dance, I can serve for you, and that's what. Yeah, Mataji.
That's very good. That's perfect answer, because just like that verse, Trinada Pisani Chena, Tororeva Sahishuna, Manina Manadena, Kirtaniya Sadahari, that is in the Chaitanya Shikshastakam, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Shikshastakam, and I'm not sure which verse that is. Is that verse number 1?
No, not it's verse number 3rd or 4th.
3 or 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cheta Darpana.
Yeah, Cheta Darpana Marjanam is the first. We can do that, it's very realizable. Cheto Darpana Marjanam Bhav Mahadvagani Nirvapanam Shreya Kairo Chandrika Vitaranam Vidya Vadu Jivanam Anandedam Buddhi Vardhanam Pratipadam Purna Mirta Swadanam Sarvadvasnapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Name Kari Bahudha Nija Sarva Saktis Tatrarpita Niyamata Smarnena Kalaha Etadasi Tau Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Dudharvamidar Samiha Jani Nanuraga. It's 3rd one. Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorava Sahasuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Kirtaniya Sadari. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for the nice class.
Thank
I just wanted to build on that last question that you commented on, the phrase, love me, love my dog. I have some perspective on that. Growing up in a Western family, my mother is crazy about her dogs. And she actually used to say that phrase. So the best way to befriend someone who's crazy about their dogs is to bring treats for their dogs and talk to them about how well behaved their dogs are and how pretty their dogs are. So similarly with Krishna, he says that he's not partial to anyone; he's equal to all.
Right.
But he also says that his devotees are dear to him. So the best way to approach Krishna is by serving his devotees, pleasing his devotees.
Right.
And I just had a conversation with my daughter this morning. I was telling her how people appreciate when she chants. And I said, so when devotees tell you how much they like a devotional service you're doing, don't take it as pride that you're better than someone else. File that away of, oh, when I do this, it pleases the devotees. And then next time find another way to please those devotees. And in that way you can build your devotional service.
Yeah, thank you for the comment, Mataji. It's a really very, very good point you told. By seeing the dog, we should have like the attitude like how dog is the very, very faithful and serving to the master. So we are the dog of the Lord, as Prabhupada is said, So we should be very, very, that's what the Adav Shraddha. First, 9 stages of devotional service. It starts from the Shraddha, faithful to the Lord. We should have first faith. Lord will protect us, Lord will maintain us, Lord will do every service to us as we are serving to the Lord. Hari.
Yeah, speaking about this, love me, love my dog. I remember when I was in the guest reception service back in Mumbai, my Guru Maharaj, Radhanath Swami, he always spoke about this. So whenever newcomers or the guests, they walk in the temple room, first thing is look out for their kids. And be nice with them, praise them. And that's all. That's how you open up the conversation and, then they like, because as soon as they see, oh, my kids, they are happy here. So then kids want to keep coming here. So we also need to, bring them.
Yeah.
So that's the principle. Even in the book distribution, same thing.
Right. Very nice point, Prabhuji. Thank you for bringing it. And so we are reading.
Successful. That's why it's so successful.
We are reading Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj book, this written by Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj. So in that, it is written, like Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj was giving the instruction, like Prabhu, as Prabhu told, he is giving instruction to his disciples saying that any neophyte devotee, newcomer devotee, first time he is coming to the temple, that means we have, used our bucket of the blood, bucket of the sweat to bring one devotee to the temple. So once somebody come to the temple, how we should be, polite and how we should be serving to him so that he should be returning again and again and he should become devotee. So sometime we do not develop this, somebody new comes, so, but here, and every temples we have seen that here it is good, like we announce very good way in Sunday feast, like, what made you to come here, and a complimentary Bhagavad Gita book, and those are the very good thing. We should have that because we are doing all our endeavor like Harinam Sankirtan outside on the street. We are doing other activities outside. We are distributing book. And by that hearing and listening and by seeing the one devotee is coming, and if we do not respect properly, even though they can do mistake because that is first time they are coming. They can come with the shoes inside. They can come with without obeisance. They can make noise here. But we have to tolerate and we have to, that's what the devotee's quality is. Devotee quality, first quality is tolerance. As Mataji told, as in Bhagavatam it is mentioned that titiksha karunikaha. Titiksha means tolerance. So devotees should have tolerance. Thank you so very much for all the comments and points, and we'll stop here. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Hare Krishna. Jai. All glory to Srila Prabhupada.
Krishna, Kirtan